Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Give now to the running back. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to the well again. He's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on first. Room to run inside the 20. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kick, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Back to throw, Travis. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Hall running between the tackles. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Hall once more. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. Complete out to the right. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down give to Hall. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Here's Travis. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a New England 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels, and right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Down the sideline inside the 40, and they'll finally bring him down at the 22. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They give it to him again. Oh, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Wow. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble.
Let's go now.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He's at midfield. 30. The 10. And he takes this one back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running this one left. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4. And the Patriots will have a first down. Plowing up the middle. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
The give here on 2nd. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Foxborough right after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at a borderline gimme 3rd down here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
From the 23. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 4 there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
On first down, here comes Hall. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Travis looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executed.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Travis, headed out right. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. They'll send him over right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Hall. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Travis. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Travis setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it, but that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. He's on the move. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, Still get some positive yards with your legs.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Up and good from Joseph. We've hit the 2-minute warning. The Jets pushing for points. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from... They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a give left side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Here we go. Shot.
Play action on 1st down. He can't connect with him. Incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Let's go. Go.
They'll run now on 2nd down. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just 1 yard. Could have used considerably more. That's going to bring up 3rd and very long.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third and long for him here. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds his target, Hall. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Travis. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Travis to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pass play coming here. Getting out to his left. He's running with it.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
5 men in the secondary for the Pats. 3rd down. This is Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. With only 3 seconds remaining, they're going to bring out that field goal unit. He was good on his first attempt, and a second from a little over 45 here. Up and good from Joseph. And that pushes the lead up to 13. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's brought down at the line.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go, sack. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Setting up a throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that hit stops him in his tracks.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Track 60. 60
He's dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Room to the right. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here's Hall once more.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. Hall can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Viking 18. Set. Go.
Hall. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And the pass is the right call on the two-point try, but we've got laundry on the field, so let's listen. Not sure he knew he went out of bounds before he made a play on that ball, Brock, but he was the first to touch it coming back in, and that's going to get the penalty.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Go!
Hand off to the back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 30.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Now he takes it.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
In a good spot here, second and inches. From the 17. On the move, headed right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and of course, it's a throwaway.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Third and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Up and good from Joseph. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Check, go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up second and 5.
Set up. Ready.
Another carry for him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Offense in the hurry up here. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
70 range. Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Head up.
They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the fourth down call pays off as they'll move the chains. On first down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Back to the well again. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He lays out and grabs it just before the sideline. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out. Is a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them.
Okay, ready?
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Go! Ready?
Dropping back to throw. Forced out to his right. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
They're running again. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
They'll throw it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a Conda on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60, let's go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he tried, but couldn't turn the corner. He's tackled at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
2nd and 10 now. Buying some time right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So that brings up second down.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's taken down on a short run that gets inside the 35. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Travis. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Up and good from Joseph. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Get up.
Give now to the running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Back-to-back carries here. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Working quickly here. The handoff on third. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Jets.
You know, Kate, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
18, pioneer.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Catch is made in close. And that's a New York touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Here's Sly to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets grow their lead yet again.
Patriots 13. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Smash, smash. Hut, hut.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Come on. Set. Set, go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time left. Hits his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Go! Ready?
Pass play now. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Ready?
Running back sent in motion.
Go!
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Here we go, set. Hey, smash.
Back to throw. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a New England 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They're set up at the 35 now. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Another throw here on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, New England. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one right down the middle. And the Patriots get it back to a 19-point deficit. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Here's a Conda on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They start the drive with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 after 46-yard line.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd down give to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected. from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.